everybody, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Sorry for yet another hiatus from making videos. Things have been kind of crazy. We've been working with Vacation Bible School, and it just seems like every day's been crazy busy, so sorry about the wait. This video, and thank you again for watching. Be sure to share, subscribe if you find anything that any of the videos that I'm doing helpful or informational in any way. Again, I'm not your doctor, but I'm also trying to share wellness, because the normal sphere in which I would talk to patients, there's not an opportunity to share some of the new wellness science that's out there about diet, about health. So I really appreciate you watching this forum, and I hope it continues to be informational and helpful. So as you can see today, I'm looking a little sweaty and hot. It's 90 degrees here in Knoxville, or nearly 90. I don't know what the heat index is, but I just got through engaging in some what we call hormetic stress. So if you don't know what that term is, hormesis, it's one of those things we'll talk about down the road, but it's basically the concept of healthy stress for your body. So it's HORMESIS, hormesis. So mowing the yard would count because I'm out in the heat, using some muscles, pushing things. It was good. So it kind of ties in with the theme of my video today, which this wellness in 2 words phrase for today is get dirty. So when you're out doing yard work, when you're out doing things and you're bonding with nature, you often are exposed to lots of germs and microbes that actually you should be tempted not to wash away immediately, because they're helpful and they're important to you. So, and they kind of tie in with the tail end of the keto, paleo type diet videos that I've done, because one thing that I didn't mention is, even if you're doing keto and you're doing low carb, you do need complex carbs to a certain degree. So when you're choosing your carbs, and you look at, say, like the keto calculator that I mentioned, and it says you can only have 70 grams of carbs, say the number's 30, 35, you really want to make sure that they're from plant sources, that you're getting some that are incredibly rich in fiber, which means you get to eat more, right? Because we don't count the fiber as carbs. Remember, when we're talking about net carbs, we take total carbs minus the insoluble fiber, and then that gives you your net carbs that you're consuming. And those net carbs are the ones that can impact your blood sugar and your insulin response. So remember, the more fiber from healthy complex carbs, the better off you are. So complex carbs are still important even in a keto diet. You just tend to minimize them more if you're trying to induce weight loss and go into fat burning mode. Okay, so complex carbs are incredibly important because they're important to your microbiome, and that's probably one of those big new terms in wellness science and research. When they say the microbiome, they really mean the total bacterial population within your body. Everyone has a unique microbiome. It's often reflective of your individual physiology, your habitat where you live, your genetic makeup in terms of which genes you're expressing, that can control all kinds of things like your local micro pH in organs and various things. So those bacteria have a certain balance that they prefer, and they like certain foods and fuel. So we're now finding in wellness science that having a good, diverse, rich, healthy microbiome is one of the most important things that you can do to sustain health and wellness. So anytime that you take anything like an antibiotic, it can cause mass destruction of your microbiome. And antibiotics are very important. The advent of penicillin saved many lives. However, overuse of antibiotics is an increasing problem, not only for resistance patterns of bacteria, but also just the fact that trying to rehab that microbiome after a mass assault from antibiotics can be really hard. And there's a lot of cases of antibiotic-associated diarrhea where people have Clostridium difficile infections, and it's really hard for them to recover. So we're going to have yet another series of Get Dirty, which talks about how hand sanitizers can be an issue. I mean, it just goes on and on. So dirt is good. Dirt is good. Germs are good. Pathogens, which are bad bacteria that cause disease, are not good. Having healthy, good bacteria from the world around you, the soil around you, from your environment, that help compete for resources so that they choke out the bad bacteria is crucial to your health. It involves allergies, it involves all kinds of things that it all kind of plays into a complex pattern. So I want you to kind of stay tuned because I'm not prepared to do the entire video today. I'm hot and sweaty and the whole thing, but I just wanted you to know that tomorrow is a video coming, and it's going to be part of probably another 3-part series. I have to kind of flesh out the outline, but it's about getting dirty. Don't worry about germs. Germs are actually good. I can tell you right now. My son ate potting soil when he was about a year old, and he's the healthiest of all of us, I think. He's the one with the least allergies. He's the one who hardly ever gets sick. Germs are good. It's not anything to freak out about. Pathogens are bad. Germs are good. So let's talk about that tomorrow, about your microbiome, the fact that you're more bacteria than you are human tissue. Think about that for a minute. You have trillions of bacteria on you. Within those trillions of bacteria is up to almost a quadrillion mitochondria, which help you make energy. So when you think about being energetic and well and having the energy to function and do what you want to do, having healthy bacteria in your gut and in your intestinal tract and in your nasal passages and everywhere around you is so important, because they have mitochondria inside, not only in your cell, but in them, and that helps you make energy. So we're going to talk about what you should eat to maintain a healthy microbiome, what you shouldn't stress about when it comes to germs and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned, and we'll have a video tomorrow. Okay, sorry this went on forever, but I will see you tomorrow.